It is freezing cold in Indiana this week, so we have been doing lots of extra work in the mornings and the afternoons and evenings. So we're going to take you along this week with us to show you what it's like. The first extra bit of work that we have to do is every morning we have to fill the buckets with warm water. We'll carry those out to the chickens, and I don't know what else to say. One trick I've learned, I have to go through 2 doors, is you set the bucket down and put it the handle against your knee. Then you can pull the door open and grab the bucket without having to jump again. So I put the one water here. It doesn't need anything done to it. We thought the ducks needed these special little things. If you fill it with water inside, it splashes all over you, then you're freezing cold the rest of the morning. So that's why I don't get to fill all 3 waters at the same time. So I'll pour it in here. Make a little bit of a mess. It looks like Wayne was able to kick the rocks away, which is good for the chickens because they were stuck to the ground for a while. So the chickens would fly into the door before they made it out. So they'll have an easy exit today. So that's disgusting. They also keep sleeping in their roosting boxes, so that's disgusting also. Have a basket in the morning, so you stick it in your coat, except for the one that's covered in poop. Over there. So the ducks are over there with their little cups. I literally think they just stand there and flick the water out all day long. So this rock here is solid to the ground, so hopefully these ones are smart enough to get out. So Reese here was one of the band of brothers, but they were just beating up on him all the time. So we decided to try and let him back in here. It seems to be going pretty well. The only thing that I wish was better was I can't get him to sleep on the roost. So he seems to have poop on him all the time. That's the only thing I hate about using it. Alright, so now I'm going to go get a bag of feed to fill up all of this little sister. So I always started it. Pick it up like I carried my babies. Someone just laid an egg and then feed her. So, I don't know if Dawad's eating eggs or, I mean the yolk seems to be pretty much gone, or if the mama squished it and now has yolk stuck all on the bottom of her. So, the hay we have in this little pile is with twine, so I get to cut scissors with scissors. So we'll see. We'll see what I do then. I don't know what I'll do then. So I've just been grabbing half the bale, half in the morning, half at night. Now I'm going to go inside and get Harlow's bottle. And warm up my photographer. We're getting Harlow's bottle ready. Dump her formula in. Cools off pretty quick. We'll see how that works. But I'll take this hay that I have for Ember and Harlow. So I open the silkies hoping that they will escape out while I'm setting up everything. It usually isn't as bad when it comes to that. Dove is terrible. Good girl, Bridget. Going out, sisters. This is why I like for the silkies to go out first. Because they really like chicken food. I know, come on. Right? Oh. Yummy. Our kids have figured out how to hold it and pet her at the same time. I can't. I can hardly hold it. No, Atlee. If my photographer wasn't freezing cold, I'd get the poops out of every stall. But we don't have any visitors coming today, so the cows will be outside most of the time. But since Harlow will be in here, I get hers all out. Because it's gross to have little chunks of poop. If we get it all at the very beginning, or as beginning as we can, and there becomes little less pieces. Harlow, stop. Have favorite food. Come on. Want some of that? It's yummy. Oh, I broke. This is thick. Alright, scooch out of the way. So Ember is usually in here with Harlow, but she escaped while we had the door open, so Harlow will be in here by herself for a while, and then we'll bring Ember back in. Usually we do it the other way around. Usually Harlow and Ember stay in all morning, and then when I come back out to check on them after lunch, then I let Ember out and Harlow for a little while, but then I put Harlow back up. Tried to put it in a spot that no one else would. Oh, look at Dove making bad choices. Are you stuck? I can't tell if she's stuck or she sees like a few more pieces, so she has to put her head. Nope, she's not stuck. She's gonna tear it up. That's for the chickens. That's for the chickens. Are you getting feisty? So, I have chicken feed. Luckily, the chickens go in that little cage at night and have free reign of food. This chicken feed. So we have Alfredo and Dumbledore. They don't ever leave the cow pasture. And then the band of brothers do leave the cow pasture. So, it's really hard if I put feed in here. Then Dove eats it. But if I don't put feed in here, then Dumbledore and Alfredo don't have food. So I try and pour it kind of close. But as you can see, Dove gets the feed anyways. Back inside to warm up and get more hot water for Harlow. Apparently Bridget likes it too. Play-Doh, and Dumbledore can get it, because if I put it in there, the cow's just knocked over. Come on. Yeah, come to your friend. Did you hear that? I smell water. Be eating here. Here, come on. Come on, Harlow. So Harlow's never even been fed on a pouch. Come on. Come on. She seems to know that's what that sound, what the sound is. Come on, sister. Come on. Come on, baby girl. Good girl. Come on. Ember's over here eating all your baby food. There you go. I can't carry 2 buckets at once. There's not usually an ice thing on there. Another thing I usually do that I didn't today, like I like to play race the bucket right now. I play race the buckets inside too when I'm filling up the warm water. I usually run outside. I usually run outside and fill up the hay for the rabbits. This time I'm going to be a little more careful. Oh, we'll get caught on the food. Oh, yep, splash it some more. After you start getting pretty wet, you decide, I think that's pretty full. That's what I call good enough. So we are going through like the specialty boxes of rabbit hay. I would say probably once a week. And that's stinking expensive, and on some forum I had seen someone say they sell Timothy grass, the exact same stuff, and I think it was a 50-pound thing for cheaper than I was buying a bag of like $9 hay. And the rabbits, to me it doesn't look any different, and the rabbits have still been eating it. So if you have rabbits, buy the 50-pound bag. This is what I do every morning. I wash all these up and lay them all out, and so in the morning I take everything out and just fold one in on itself, and then I'll shake this out in a little bit. We're in the middle of trying to figure out how to keep their rabbit poops from flying everywhere every morning and multiple times during the day. I sweep around it and still wake up in the morning. Get you out of the way, sisters. To poops everywhere. I bought these little things that I thought would just work so strategically and put it up around. It didn't work. Supposedly, if you pour it back in there, they'll just keep pooping in there, but that's a lie. right, so we filled 2 buckets half full of water because obviously I can't carry 2 giant full ones out. I had been bringing each one in, dumping it in the sink, but this time we're going to try and just add hot water, and hopefully that gets us to bedtime. So it's going to take most of my water. Our Americanas are starting to lay. Those are pretty cool, along with our Mystic Marans. So what's that, 5, 6. Once your hands get cold, it's really hard to get those off. Thank you. Oops. All right.
Good boy, Nugget. Oh, yeah.
Put some out for the brothers. Oh, don't go. Oh, oopsie. Don't go hopping in. The same amount, or the big chickens the same amount as the bantams, but something's better than nothing, right? So we went ahead and decided to go ahead and just clean out all the stalls. For the big girls, we're going to put them up and let Ember and Harlow run for a few hours, and then we'll put everyone up for the night. Bridget's ready. Come on, good girl. Bridget. Good girl, Abby. Good girl. Notice I'm not scared to stand behind Duff. She would have kicked me too, but if that was Bridget, no way. Alright, Duff, come on. Ah, no. Hey, come on. Duff. Good girl. Good girl. Here you go. Alright, let's go. Come on in, Harlow. Good girl. So my time management was poor, so Wayne is inside finishing up the dinner that we had started while I am putting up the baby girls and the bantam, or I guess the silkies. I got the baby stall clean, so we're going to let them in, and hopefully they will just filter straight in. No, go to your cage. Come on, girls. Nope, go to your stall, Harlow. Go to your stall, baby. Ah! Ember did not. So now Harlow is not. This is going to be fun. Get some treats. Take even longer to do everything. Everybody always comes for treats. In there, Harlow. In there. No. Of course, I have the wagon in the way, so no, Harlow. Scooch back, baby. Good girl. So we got the big girls in the cage, or I guess the little girls in their stall. Thinking cage. I got the silkies. 1, 2, 3, 4. Of course, one of them's missing, so he was just out here, so I'll have to find him and get, oh, here he is. Go on in, Dumbledore. Sometimes I wonder if Dumbledore can't see, because he had the brightest crown. Go on, buddy. Go on. All right, so I will, let's see, that water's probably frozen. Yeah. So I'm going to go in and eat dinner, and then I'll come back out with warm water for everyone. And hay, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to wait a little longer. And hay for these girls. And then hopefully our job will be done. So it is freezing cold out here, but I absolutely love looking across my yard to my neighbors and seeing their beautiful lights. It's one of the highlights of my evening. I got one more egg out of the bantams. They're all tucked in, so we're gonna close them up for the night. I don't know how well you can see them, but the ducks always hang out outside. No girls have to be herded back into the coop. I don't know if they're on guard or what, but so we'll get everyone tucked in. This little lady's the one who sits up here and poops all over and makes messes of my coop. See if there are any more eggs. No. Alright. So we're going to put these ladies to bed. The last thing to do with the chickens is to grab their waters and carry them back into the basement so we can start all over again in the morning. I made the mistake of dumping them out here one time, and then we just had ice the next morning, so I have to carry them back in full and dump them in the laundry sink. Alright, so we went and got the Silky Roosters water thawed. Apparently they were a little bit thirsty. And Luca has Harlow's bottle. You can give it to her, sister.
Here, go on.
Yeah. Harlow's good and ready for her bottle.
This one?
While Luca is feeding the bottle, I brought out some hot buckets of water to put in the big girls' water. So they'll have something, and then I'm going to run and get them all some hay too. I have the hay in here, and every single one of the girls is ready for it. Everyone has warm water and hay for the night. So now it's time for bed. We'll close up the barn and we're all ready for tomorrow, minus dumping that wagon. We hope you all have a great week and stay warm.